Hey, Grand Risings, TGIM, beautiful badass art warriors. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. So happy and grateful and appreciative to be back here with you guys. Hope you are all doing well. How was your weekend? What are some things you're celebrating? It's so important to acknowledge these wins for yourself, whether they're big wins or small wins. No judgment, whatever it may be for you. So, today I want to talk to you guys about big changes, small steps, and what does that mean? We have a lot happening in the stars and in the heavens today or this week. So, let's shed some light on that. Getting in some sage, some cleansing of the negativity, getting rid of it all, breathing it in. Yes, yes. So to start off with what's happening in the heavens and whatnot, we're going to start off with the second Aries new moon that we're having. So what happens when there's a second new moon in the same sign? That's usually a sign that we get a second opportunity to, let go and banish and get rid of the things that aren't serving us in what we're trying to accomplish in this growing season. Specifically because of Aries. There's a special name for it, and I think it might be black moon. A black moon is when there's two new moons in the same season, and then a blue moon is when there's two full moons in the same month or season. Yeah, pretty sure that's what it is, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm trying not to get too hung up on labels. So, an importance about this Aries new moon, second Aries new moon, is that Aries is like the initiator of the zodiac. It's where we plant our seeds, and it happens in springtime, rebirth. The spring is about like illuminating, right? The spring also represents the eastern horizon. Hey guys, we're just giving a little update on what's happening in the heavens. What does it mean for us? A little bit of the spring is represented by the eastern horizon, the eastern direction. And so it is the direction in which light comes, hence illumination. And with having a second Aries new moon, it's like, what is it illuminating for us, even in the dark of it, especially under eclipse season? Eclipses are powerful in themselves, that they are calling you to eclipse what is no longer serving you. Now, if we're not active participants, or active creators in our lives, then eclipse seasons can, be forceful or a force to be reckoned with. Loss of jobs, unexpected, just great unexpected change if, we're not active participants in our life. And so something else about direction, the eastern direction, and spring and Aries all have in common is the direction of guidance and leadership. Okay. And there's beautiful gifts that come with guidance and leadership, being that leader of your own life, right? Taking that initiative, being that warrior to set those intentions and set those seeds. And it's also about speech, giving words to what it is that you are wanting to accomplish, to understand, to grow, to receive. So it's also the ability to see clearly through complex situations. This is huge for anybody who's like wanting to take more control over their life, because stress, overwhelm, unexpected situations coming up, those sort of things are not particularly designed to punish us, but they're part of the complexities that come with being human and living life. So, how can we learn to clearly and hold ourselves centered through complexity, able to see everything that's happening and just soar? Yes, yes. Um, the direction east also starts off with um, just, I guess, yeah, setting a seed, and that every time that we grow and we cycle through it, we're gonna every time we go and cycle through all the directions, we're gonna grow more and more. And so we start in the east, we go to the south, and then we end up in the west, and then we come back to the north, and then we come back to the east, spring, rebirth, birth, and then travel through it to our more teenage years, to the south through the fire. And that is where we're going to create and start to implement um, in our lives. So being here now, presence is vital for us during this time. And the capacity to be here now consists of finding your breath, okay? Utilizing your life force energy of your breath to really shift and find that calm within the chaos. Ah. um, so, in that, a good leader or a good co-creator learns to see things as they are, which is being connected to everything, connected to others, connected to nature, connected to, yeah, just everything is energy and everything is connected. To be able to be self reliant and to be that leader and that co creator in our life, we have to have that deep understanding of that connection and to learn the warmth of our spirit and our pureness and to be uncritical when it comes to others, accepting others as they are. So here we learn to love like a child loves, and why we are reborn in the spring and in that illumination of light time and time again is to have that reset, have that renewal of childlike wonder and awe and um, just joy, hope, even faith for new beginnings. Um, what else? So it's one thing to see, yeah, it's one thing to see a situation that other people are in, but it's another thing to have the inner desire to want to help. And it's another thing to know what to do to help either ourselves or others in that situation. And that's part of the journey of the cycle or the wheel that we find ourselves in. That we've all of a sudden we have that acknowledgement and then we go through and then we have that acceptance that, oh, there's something that I can do, and then we go through that, and then there's, oh, a discovery of I know what to do, and then we go through that cycle of like that integration or that implementation, putting our spiritual wisdom and growth into practice in our everyday life. So that could look like, getting a work call and having to deal with all the unexpectedness in a way that you haven't um, before, and you get to look at that response and really feel that pride of you doing the work and putting that wisdom, yeah, into practice. So yeah, big changes, small steps. With eclipse season, we talked about that the big changes, the unexpected changes, and knowing that we can't have it all in one swoop of things. So giving yourself that time and that patience to acknowledge, to accept, to let go, to release, and to have faith in what will be. Turn that observer on, be the eagle, and continue growing forward. We also have Taurus season coming up, which is going to be a big shift in energy for us as well. Aries is all about get up and go. Let's do this damn thing. Not dancing in the shit anymore. Aries fire wants to liberate us from previous bondages or blockages that we may have been in. So learning to, do that dance within the busyness or the contrast that is happening in life. This is the Two of Pentacles. So it's learning harmony, learning balance, learning how to be that partner with yourself, that co-creator, that you can take preventative action in your life. Okay. You are a badass heart warrior, and you do have the power that is needed to do whatever it takes to accomplish the things that you are setting out to accomplish. Build that resilience factor. So your resilience factor is higher than the stress levels you might find yourself in day to day. And this starts with your breath, being here now, sitting with it, asking yourself some tough questions. What stories am I telling myself? What untruths am I accepting as true for me? Yeah. Anything else I wanted to share, but I didn't? Yeah, because the flip side of that is living in reactive stress, right? Where we deny or we pretend it doesn't exist, or we have this distorted sense of reality, and we could be in this chronic state of fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. And so having that resilience and that stress level is vital. Having that resilience to stress is vital in your journey. It allows you to feel empowered in your well-being, in your wellness, grand risings. And it calls you to, be preventative, to take action where necessary. It's beautiful when we can become a co-creator of our life. So the second new moon in Aries is really calling us to balance those. Thing is with balance is it's a constant change. Balancing is like a constant juggling act where we have to learn how to constantly be that calm within the chaos, to see clear through complex situations. And again, that comes with your breath. And that's where Taurus season is really going to help us. Taurus is like that inner Buddha, that inner calmness part of us that says, hey, be still. You don't be still. You don't always need to fight or be in action mode. That sometimes when we're in that place of joy and innocence, that's when our most powerful creations can come. And I'm sure that some of you watching this really agree, where you create the most beautiful. So it's a constant flux. Change is a constant in life. And so it's learning to be okay with change. It's learning to approach change with your positive strengths, because you do have them. And on that note, some questions to ask yourself during this new moon eclipse week that we have is, what aspects of your life do you want to improve? And what's important to you about improving them? So what aspects of your life do you want to improve, and what's important to you about improving them? And then what are the first 5 steps would you need to do to start taking to manifest this or to manifest these improvements? So what first 5 steps are needed to take to manifest these improvements? Third question. This is a good one. There's 4. There's 4 in total. So third question, how will your life look like after these improvements are made? What are you going to see? What are you going to Fourth and final question. What happens if you do not follow through with the changes in your life? Yeah, so what happens if you do not follow through with these changes in your life? I encourage you guys to write these questions down because we're definitely going to be feeling them energetically. Again, it's about being proactive and having that preventative care so that you are building stress resilience for these things to happen. It is Monday. The sun is finishing off its stay in Pisces. So, Moon's Day. Our emotional bodies are more heightened. Now's a good time to process some of the energy before the new moon, as we're in balsamic, the dark phase of the moon. It's a period of rest, doing nothing, cleaning your space. This is the time of the month old. You know, I work, so I'll go through old post-it notes and stuff. I like to renew my routines, refresh my schedules, or that sort of things. Those sort of things. So again, more stillness though, rest, but also, yeah, resetting, getting rid of the old to reset for the month ahead. Yay! Taurus season is going to be a nice change after this fiery Aries. There's so much happening. And be gentle with yourself because these are big, big changes and they're not always easy. So, how to nurture yourself through the changes? What grieving processes do you need to do? You know, allowing your cry, let go, write it out, burn your pieces of paper in a fireproof dish, whatever, yeah, whatever you might need to let go and release. Thank you guys so much for being here and for listening. I appreciate it. I love to hear your ahas, your insights, your takeaways from these TGIM lives. So message me or comment below to share them with others. And yeah, allow what is being illuminated to guide you and to show you some of the smallest, tiniest things that might be hiding in the corners or the depths of your psyche. Okay. Sending you guys so much love. Big, big week in store. So yeah, nurture, restore yourself inside out, mind, body, spirits. And thank you, Creator, for the earth we walk on, the fire to fuel our souls, the air that we breathe, and the water to cleanse us, mind, bodies, and spirits. Magwetch, merci, thank you, and blessings on your week ahead.